Yo everyone, Sandro Uchiha here. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday night. My face, I'm sweating already for the most part. It's like really hot here. But anyway, on to the main topic of the video. So anyway, I don't know if a lot of you in recent times consider being doing a lot of Boruto content even know this, but I actually have been, I am a major fan of the Megaman series of games, most notably the X and Zero series mainly, I'd say. I've played a bit of Battle Network here and there, to say the least, when thinking back on it. But yeah, I thought for tonight, well, this video is probably going to be going up probably tomorrow on Saturday, who knows, I guess we'll see. But yeah, for the most part, I am a big fan of Megaman, and in recent times, when I went through YouTube and searched through what's happening, anything recent or just a little Google search here and there, I realized they had a new game is being worked on, Megaman X Dive, which apparently is a spin on the Megaman X series of games. Well, hence the name X Dive, of course. So yeah, it kind of got me thinking. I started playing through Megaman X here on the channel before, like probably a year or two ago. I never did finish that playthrough. Of course, I've beaten Megaman X like a few times by now, but it got me thinking maybe I should start playing back Megaman X, or at least have to do a run through on the channel here for you guys and at least get what you guys think. So yeah, so that's this video for the most part, and I guess as I play through, I'll give my thoughts on Megaman and my experience and what I think about the new game coming up and the current state of the franchise for the most part. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyway, Sandro Uchiha, rate, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get right into it. Alright people, welcome to the playthrough here, Megaman X. So yeah, I got the Super Nintendo emulator all started, and as you can imagine, since it's an emulator, yeah, I will pretty much be using save states because people kind of rusty when it come on to playing Megaman, so so yeah, let's get right into it. I'll pretty much be skipping the intro for the most part. General idea of the story for those of you who actually aren't too much into Megaman. Basically, I mean, who hasn't heard of Megaman, really? That's a better question. But the idea is that 100 years after the original Megaman series, throughout those 100 years, Dr. Light works on a next iteration of Megaman, essentially an advanced robot that can, think and feel for himself. He's found by his scientist called Dr. Kane, who, of course, has to mass produce other robots based on his design. These other robots get infected with a virus, they go on to revolt against humanity, and of course it's our job to stop them. That's it in a nutshell, of course. So yeah, but yeah, let me just skip this intro right here and get right into it. So yeah, as I said, for the most part, I'm mainly getting back into this because of hearing about Megaman X Dive. I already did, I did start a playthrough on the channel before. Of course, it didn't really have me talking like this. It was just mainly me just recording the gameplay itself. Yeah, so there's that. So as you can see, we play as Megaman X, obviously. But yeah, so even while I play here, like as you can see, I'll probably just do a series of these depending on the feedback from you guys in terms of if you want to hear me talk more about Megaman, the current state of the franchise where that's concerned. Because honestly, the franchise, I wouldn't say dead, but it's pretty much a ghost of its former self, if you ask any real serious Megaman fan. I mean, gone are the days when people would be excited for Megaman 0, 02, and classics like that. 03, yo, those things are hype. But I guess it's only fair to start off this renewal of this whole playthrough thingamajig that I'm doing here. But how I got into Megaman. For the most part, back when I was small, probably a little bit after I started getting into Dragon Ball. like the guys that would actually work on my computer in terms of like, you know, loading it up, loading up the programs, or like programming it and, you know, getting it ready for me to use at home. Of course, I had a desktop back then. I still do. It's not the same desktop back home, but yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, for the most part, he'd load up the Super Nintendo emulator with 1,000,001 games, which I would sometimes go through. And that's how I even got into, like, well, I don't really play it as much these days, but Killer Instinct. I don't know if any of you guys are Killer Instinct fans, so there's that. But yeah, it's really and truly through that I really got into playing Megaman X, which I believe is the first Mega Man game that I ever played. So there's that. I did eventually get into X2 and X, well, only X2. I didn't play X3 until much later. But that aside, I did get into what, Mega Man 7 and Mega Man and BS, and then I eventually got into like the Battle Network games. I played 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I played all the Battle Network games. Not like the case like when there's 2 versions. I only played 1 of each variant, because you know when it touched, I believe it was Battle Network 3. Was it or 4? They started introducing like the 2 separate versions. Yeah. So yeah, so I played a fair share of Mega Man games here and there. And of course I did get into like 0, 01, 02, 03. And much later again after X3. That's when I really and truly played like X4, 5, oh shit, 6, didn't play 7, so there's that. I did play X8 though, so there's that, an X Command mission. Yeah, but that's how I really actually got into it, to the most part. Not really a dramatic backstory. So yeah. But anyway, as you can see, we're basically at the end of the stage here, going up against Vile. And before anybody comments on how shitty I perform against Vile, I'm not actually supposed to win this match. Yo, honestly, I remember when like I just played Megaman X for the first time, and I would like abuse the Sea of States just to see if there was a way to like defeat this guy. But I learned the hard way that it's pretty much scripted, because once your life gets low, he kind of backs off and tries to paralyze you with that shot that he fires. So you're supposed to get hit with it. You know, this is really and truly good times. God, I'm sweating already. Of course, one of the fan favorite characters of the Mega Man series, Zero. Check my messages here, you know, multitask. You know, whose review? It would have been an old review. I believe it would have been Ego Raptor's review of Mega Man X, where he basically covered why Mega Man X is such a great game. Like, I think, yeah, not even think. I showed that review to my friends like years ago. It's like a classic video that we go back to time. And honestly, Mega Man X is one of the best games I've played. It has this theme of growing stronger and everything, which I very much love. I mean, all the Mega Man X games has that, of course, but it's themed very well. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. Well, yeah. Hold on. Jeez, peace. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this one. I'm pretty much testing the waters again. I am pretty much tempted to, you know, playing through the entire game like this, despite the feedback, if it's like negative, positive, or non-existent. But yeah, that's all I have for this one. Just a short return to form where playing Megaman X is concerned. It It would be nice if I could get into trying out Megaman X Dive or Rockman X Dive. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. But anyway, for the next segment, I don't know, leave your comments below. Is there anything you want me to talk about regarding the Mega Man franchise? I mean, with this episode, I pretty much kind of covered how I got into it, which it wasn't really spicy or dramatic at all, but you know. But anyway, Sandra Uchiha, rate, comment, subscribe. Be sure to, you know, show your support and love, comment section. And yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend.